Hello. Hi, people. Hi, internet people. Can you guys see me yet? I think you can see me. Hi, you can. Hello. I think it's been about a month, so I'm trying to stick to that schedule of doing a live stream for you guys once a month, and it's that time. Hello. There we go. There's the chat. Now it's going. Hi. Hello. Somebody said yes, the audio is good before I even connected my streaming software. I see what you're trying to do there, because I ask it every single time. I'm not going to ask it this time. If you guys can't hear me, then tough. Too bad. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to wait for everyone to get in here before I start. I'm kind of bad at scheduling these things. I do them last minute. I'll try to work on that. I usually just think of doing a live stream 30 minutes before it's time to do a live stream. Sorry. Hello. Someone is saying Motorhead. Is that in reference to the band or car Motorhead? Hello from Mississippi and Texas and Seattle. Someone said the volume is a little low. I learned how to fix that. So, try this. Turn it up a decibel. Is that better? That make it louder? I think that should work. Hi, hi, hi. Volume is fine. Well, now it's extra fine. Volume. Someone's saying it's loud and clear. Okay, whatever. I'm just leaving the volume where it's at. So anyway, I was gonna have the next video on the Celica out for you guys this week, but I've pretty much put 10 hours of labor into the next video, and it made like 4 minutes of footage so far. So that's sustainable. So I'll have a car review coming out for you guys before the next Celica video. Thank you for the super chat, Trippin' with Dumb. Trippin' with Dumb. You've been watching for 4 years. Neat. Thank you, Brian Harrington. Yeah, so the stuff I have left to do on the Celica is even more time consuming than I thought it would be. It's a lot of bracketry, as you saw in the last video, just so this doesn't look like a sloppy mess when it's all final and put together. So I'm trying to make all the brackets that I'm gonna need all at once, so that way I can cut them all out all at once and then drop them off at the zinc plater all at once, because there's like a $150 minimum to drop stuff off there. So if I drop it off in 2 batches, that'd be really stupid and wasteful. Bronco update. I have a update, but I'm gonna do a video on it. So I'll film that video within the next like week or 2. And yeah. I don't know. I gotta think of how I gotta do something else with the Bronco other than just give you update. I gotta think about that. I don't like making a video where I just sit and blab and there's no point to it. Like if I'm not doing work, then it's just a waste of a video. I feel. Why did I get rid of the Sarah tuned intro? I don't know. Just change things up. Like I looked on the analytics and most people just skip through that part, so it wasn't worth having it. If you hear that in the background, that's rain. It might be a little bit loud, but I can't control the weather. Coyote swap the Bronco? No. I don't want a Coyote in it. Forrester Gump. Forrester Gump. I need to do an oil change on that thing. It's just been sitting in my storage unit. Have I seen the new Outback? I saw the spy photos of it. If they're turning the Outback into an SUV, that's a stupid idea. Hopefully that's not what that is. A rating system explanation. Yeah, it's on a 1 to 10 scale. And don't take it too seriously. There is logic that goes into it. But, yeah, I'm not trying to make it too serious. 6-speed swap the Gump. If I had a large enough space to tear apart the Forester and an STI right next to it and still have room to review cars, I could do that project. But this, I mean, as you can see behind me, this shop, it's tiny. So there's not enough room to do that. The few of you that I've actually met in person and have come by here, you've been all shocked at how small this space actually is. It's the one thing that everyone says. It's only 1,000 square feet, so it's kind of a pain in doing big projects. Inuus Grenadier review. I've not had the opportunity to review one, so unless they offer one for me to review, I won't be reviewing it. How do I feel about 2-liter turbos on... I don't know, I do say I miss diversity in engines in the vehicle market. I don't have anything wrong with an engine based on its size and displacement. But yeah, it gets a little boring when everything is the same. Have I checked out a CX-90? I don't know. I don't know if I reviewed a CX-90 before. I have everything organized into playlists. So if you guys ever wonder if I reviewed a car before, it's all organized by manufacturer type. So you just go to my playlist and there's like a Mazda, a Ford, a Chevy, a Dodge. There's playlists for everything. Please reach out to Inuos? No. That's not really how that works. You have to go through the place that you get cars to review them. I can't just like dial 1-800 Ineos and be like, give me a car. It doesn't work like that. It's easier for like, is there an EDM playlist? Yeah, the TT playlist. You guys really like my Spotify playlist, huh? It's kind of like making a mixtape for somebody. It's like my way of doing that. They're fun to make. If I had twice the space, if I had twice the amount of space, I would not be stuffing cars in storage units. I'd have them all in one place. Thank you, Tony, for the super chat. I have Ping's back home now in a little wooden box. It's got his little plaque on the front, has his name on it. I just read like 3 things at once and it broke my brain. I started reading like one question, one comment, and I was like, have I caught up to demand with the detailing products? I think it ships, my next inventory will ship out next week, I think. So yeah, I didn't think I was gonna sell the stuff that fast. I have a lot, the stuff that I haven't showed you in videos I have left in inventory, but the stuff that I've used in videos sold out like in 3 days. So yeah, I'll have stuff coming to resupply. And for now, I only have 16-ounce bottles. I know a lot of people wanted bigger bottles, but I don't really have the money to just buy a ton of inventory and then take a risk that it'll sell. So, please review my products. That wouldn't be a review if it's my own product. I mean, I guess that's like reviewing your own car. I don't know. I don't like, I try to like show them in videos, but I don't want to like shove stuff down your guys' throats. That's why I don't do sponsorships, because it's annoying and it's irritating. And I'll like, if I watch a YouTube video and I feel like the channel is literally just making a video for the sole purpose of making a commercial, I'll stop watching. It's just super annoying. And the internet is oversaturated with that crap. So, but It's kind of easy though, since I'm always cleaning stuff to show it in videos. There's a beans. How'd you get the beans emoji? That's neat. Doing anything special with the Bronco? No. The stereo, I like the stereo I put in it. That was a good decision. It's bueno. What would I recommend for vape haze in the inside of a windshield? That haze that you get on the inside of car glass, I think, is also caused from the plastics and stuff off-gassing that the vehicle's interior is made out of. You just use glass cleaner. And yeah. You can use my glass cleaner. And it will clean the haze off. Hello from Morocco. Hello. That's neat. You're in Morocco and you're watching this. Who is in the craziest well, that wouldn't make sense because it would be a normal location. Who is in the most unique location that a person living in the United States would be like, I've never even heard of that before? Unless you know geography. Who's watching this from the weirdest place possible? Like, is there anyone watching this from the International Space Station or Antarctica or a boat in the middle of the Atlantic? Samoa, Germany, Jersey, Warner Robins, Red Deer, Canada, Peachland. Is that that's a place? Peachland? That's kind of interesting. New Hampshire. Oh, it's going so fast. I wanted to see something like space. Antarctica. You're not watching it from Antarctica. I know there is one of you that does watch from Antarctica because I got a postcard from McMurdo Station. I thought that was really neat. Oh wow, there's lots. There's quite a few Tucson's in here. That's neat. There's local people. Malaysia. Sacramento, Venus. Are you floating around in the gas above the planet? I missed the first. It snowed already? I mean, that makes about sense. It always would snow back home right around Halloween, so. BFE, Tennessee. Have I ever owned a motorcycle? No. I'm not really into motorcycles. I don't really care for two wheels. I've ridden a dirt bike before. I don't know. I like a bicycle. Not a motorcycle though. Not so much anything against motorcycles. I just don't trust other idiots on the road. And that sounds like a quick way to end up unalived riding a motorcycle, especially in traffic. Hello from Brisbane, Australia. I learned what is it? You say oh man, I forgot. There's like 3 words you say and it sounds like you're saying something in Australian. I forgot what it was. Angel does it all the time. Now I can't think of it. When's the MR2 gonna be tuned? I don't know. The Celica is like rise up lights. That's it. You say rise up lights. It sounds like you're saying razor blade. Rise up light. That's fun. I don't know. The Celica is getting so close that I just want to keep hammering away at it. I have all the parts now finally to do the exhaust, so that will get done. And I just got lots of little super time consuming things that are so incredibly difficult for me to make videos out of. Especially the wiring and stuff under the dash. It's super stressful trying to make footage. I'll get like, I'll be working for like 5 or 6 hours straight. And then I look at the time, and then I look at how much I have imported into my laptop. I'm like, oh, cool. I filmed 1 minute and 45 seconds of footage in 6 hours, because that helps. Do I watch I watched the Papadakis video of the Celica. I've seen a couple of his videos before. Am I planning on selling brushes, rags? I thought about it, but I don't know. It gets really risky. It's like a restaurant having too much on the menu. You know what I mean? I don't want to have too much on the menu, and then I have too much overhead, and then I end up going under because I spent too much trying to sell too much and won't be able to afford to stay afloat. So I'm just being very cautious, especially like I don't want to bite off more than I can eat or something. Color match the flares in the Celica? Hell no. You want to I don't want to rebuild anyone's car. I'm sorry. I would not want to work on customer vehicles. Thank you, Ice Wolf Zoo. Kia Tasman thoughts. Me and I saw the pictures of that on Twitter X. I don't know about that. That it's different. Let's give it that. It's different. The little mustaches over the tires. It just looks like, I don't know. It looks it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know what I think about it. Push button ignition versus physical steel key. It all depends. It's like pairing wine with the right food. WRX STI or ISF STI? What generation STI though? You love the Quattro playlist? It's a good one. Please test 1,000 horsepower Corvette. If Chevy wants to send me one, sure. I don't have a whole lot of say in what I get for vehicles, and because I don't live in California or New York or Florida, I don't have access to a super ton of vehicles. Thank you, Q Mountain Kid. Thanks. It's okay. Cats expire eventually. He expired a little bit too young though. But would I want a right-hand drive project? No, just because it's a pain driving. It's not, I mean, it's not a pain. It's not like a deal breaker driving a right-hand drive car on left-hand drive roads. It's just like a super minor inconvenience every once in a while that slowly starts to add up. So if it was a car that was never sold in America, yes. But if they sold a left-hand drive version, no, I would just get the left-hand drive version and swap the right-hand drive like engine and drivetrain or whatever we didn't get in America into it. You like the restoration of the Ranger? I did too. That was like a project that just fell into my hands. I didn't expect that one to happen, but it was not something that I couldn't say no to that. Oh, you said a Hawkeye STI or ISF. Well, obviously Hawkeye, yes. ETA on the 280ZX. Well, the 280 is a giveaway car, and because I'm doing the giveaway, Karen and I are gonna do it since she makes all my merch and we're doing it on our own. It's a lot harder to set one of those up on your own without going through a company. So we're literally learning how to do everything from scratch, which requires a bunch of legal work, and that just takes a lot of time considering I work like 80 hours a week doing this stuff. So I don't know, I was expecting to start the 280 giveaway like the beginning of October, and here it is now, November 3rd, and I don't know, I'm hoping maybe by December, but I have like so much stuff to try to do, and it's literally just me and then Karen handling the merchandise stuff. So I don't know, it's hard, it's difficult. Do I want to do another big project or something smaller? The next project that I have is, it's small, it's smaller, but it's not a small project. It's on the level of the Ranger, I would say. It's on the level of the Ranger project, which is just beating the crap out of me doing projects that size constantly. A Toyota Serra. If I had to get a weird right-hand drive JDM car, I'd get I'll get, what were they called in Japan? The Mazda MX-3 that we had here in the States. What was the MX-3 called in Japan? That'd be a weird one. Or a FTO. Something weird. I don't know. Or a Pajero Mini. I don't know. Do I miss the Northeast? Missed visiting. I don't miss cold weather. Although it's cold and rainy in Tucson. Well, it's not cold. It's barely hoodie weather and rainy in Tucson today. An AutoZam AZ1. Oh yeah, the MX-3 was a AutoZam AZ3, right? Was that what the MX-3 was in Japan? AutoZam AZ3? Yeah, someone said it. Uno's Presso AutoZam AZ3. Those things are cool. You don't ever see them anymore. What do I think about the new VW Scout thing? I'm just really confused at how International is still a company. How did International lose the rights, or did they sell the rights to it? I'm so lost. How did VW end up with the rights to that? Find a Mitsubishi FTO. I really like FTOs. Hello from Finland. Is that how you say hi in Finland? H-E-I? Hey. I like that. Hey. Suggestion doing a video how this car works. And I don't know. I don't. It sounds like a talking head video. I don't like doing videos that are just talk. I mean, a car review is borderlining doing that in itself. I guess I could. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a workaholic. Navstar sold it to VW Group. Makes sense. Okay. I wonder why they did that. Whoa, someone gifted memberships. That's fancy. That's kind of neat. Never seen that before. You guys got memberships. Now you get to see the videos that I upload at 1 o'clock in the morning because I'm up that late editing the next day's video. Should do an old school Land Cruiser. You know, I will give you this much of a clue of the next project. Not the 280ZX. Ooh, my stomach's growling. It is not a truck. It is a car. I'll give you that much of a clue. The next truck I do, I thought about somehow trying to turn the husk of a Tundra that is left over of my dad's truck into like a long travel trophy truck, but the frame is so rotted on it and it's impossible. There's like nothing savable on that thing. Every single body panel is full of rust, holes of rust. The frame is full of rust. The whole suspension's all just, there's not a, you couldn't undo a single bolt on the underside of that truck. Subaru Baja Turbo or a Ford Ranger FX4. Baja Turbo is just different. You don't even see those you don't see them around anymore. I don't feel. FB? I like the FB. I don't know. I'm like torn between. What's the first S? What is the correct name of the? It's SA. What is the first gen RX-7? SA something. It's just. Is it just SA? S. What is the first gen? I'm always torn between that body style and the FB. I know it's essentially the same kind of generation car, but the back end's different. The SAs have the weird spot around the license plate and the different taillights. I really like the look of the first gen. It's just SA. Okay, yeah. I really like the ass end of the SA first gen RX-7, but I think I like the nose of the FB better. I don't know. It's such a good looking generation. I think that is my favorite gen of Mazda rotary car. Hello from Oslo, Norway. That's neat. What time is it in Norway right now? Like 2 in the morning or something? SA is very early 80. Yeah. What was it? Was 79 or 80 the first year of the RX-7? I thought it was like 79 was the first year. What's my favorite late 80s car? Late 80s? Celica Supra. Well, does that count as late 80s? Like, how late 80s are we talking? Because then it would technically be, was 86 the first year of Mark III Supra? So I guess that couldn't really count as late 80s. Late 80s. I don't have to think on that one. I don't know. That's a tough one. Probably a late 80s. The last year of the Z31. It was called the 200ZR that we never got in the States that had the RB20 in it. What they made that to like what, 88 or 87? Yeah. Those are sweet. Thoughts on the first gen Legacy? I love the first gen Legacy, the Legacy RS. I don't know, what did we get here in the States? Did we have a GT for the first gen Legacy, or was it just like a LS Turbo or something? I think we actually had a GT. I know we had the Turbo for the first gen that had the 2.2 in it, but I don't know if it was a GT trim or not. I love the first gen Legacies. Audi Quattro. Yeah, that's early 80s. That's why I didn't say the Quattro, because it's early 80s. I mean, technically, yeah, it's still late 80s too, but Newfoundland, eh? Did we have a Turbo RS here in the States? I didn't think we got the RS Legacy in the States. Neat. Blobeye, Bug-Eye, or Hawkeye? Well, because I owned a Blobeye, I would be biased if I said Blobeye. I would say Bug-Eye. Bug-Eye. Another car you don't see a lot of anymore. Have I driven the Audi lately? No, I have not. I need to. I got some things I need to do to it. I've just been like literally every second I have, I've been trying to finish the Celica. There's just so much little tiny things left. It's a pain. Have you ever thought about fixing up an 84 Blazer? My granddad had a Blazer when I was really little. I think his was a 83. Pretty sure it was an 83. Full-size Blazer. It was blue, like a light blue with white in the middle, and the top was white. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think I'm almost 100% positive it was 83. I was gonna say 81, but I'm almost 100% positive it was 83. The new Renault 5, yeah, it's electric, right? I saw the pictures of it. I think it looks really good. Thank you, Kale R. Zumi. You found yourself cleaning everything as you should. Lotus Omega. I've never got to review a Lotus before. I would like to. I don't know what to think of them. I've never reviewed them. I always liked the Exige and the Elise. Do I plan on having a track car? I don't know when I would ever have time to go to a track. I would love to if I had time. I don't like making track videos. It just seems like I don't know how to make that interesting. Like stick a camera on my face. Like who cares? Like I don't know. Mercer XR4 Ti. That's a solid choice. Thank you, Nick T. Bump side or dent side? I assume you're talking about an old Ford. That's a tough one. Dent side? I would say dent side. I don't know. I like what's the brick nose? Is like what are the years of the brick nose? It's 80. When does it start? Like 85, 86 to 90? Because when's the bull nose start? 91 to like 96? I don't know my F-150 years. Brick nose is 87 to 80 to 91. I was close. I like the brick nose. I like the brick nose with a 300 inline 6 in them. I don't know why. I really like the 300 inline 6. 86 flare side. Do I like any British cars? There's literally not a car brand that I don't like. I like all cars. I think cars are like art. Even crappy cars. I like crap. Like you could give me the shittiest car in the world and I'll still find something to smile about driving it. The Emira with was it the 2GR that's in those? I don't know. I don't know a lot. I've never driven. The most exotic fancy car I've ever driven was probably the NSX I did a review on, or the Mercedes AMG GTR. Am I forgetting anything? Those was like the fanciest cars I've ever reviewed. I've never driven anything that you could consider. Well, I drove a V8 Audi R8 once for like 5 minutes. But yeah, I have no experience. Like no one's ever let me review any of those fancy European cars. So I don't have a lot of opinion on them other than a lot of them are pretty to look at. That's about all I can really say. Oh, someone else gifted the membership thing. That's neat. Did I fly planes? No, I failed my depth perception test, so I couldn't get a pilot license thing. I could never fly. I guess if I ever commissioned in the Air Force, I couldn't fly because I failed depth perception. Ford probe. I just like that you just typed Ford probe as a comment. I agree. Ford probe. Come down under and drive a Bathurst. Fiat Panda. That just made me think of Panda Express. I haven't had fast food in a long time. I'm just really hungry. What time is it? I started this at 4:45. Oh, okay, it hasn't been going that long. A Ford Tempo. I guess I should probably talk about project car stuff, huh? So, I guess I covered the Celica and the 280Z, MR2, and the Bronco, and then, oh, the Super Duty. Oh, I got a super chat. Thank you, Agwood. Oh, it's going by fast. Pararescue. Oh, you're a pararescue. And you're logistics and pararescue? Both? So you're supply and pararescue? You can tell I was maintenance? Do I ever slip the word nonner? That's usually a dead giveaway. Why can you tell I was a maintainer? There are no 8-hour days. Yep, that's the truth. I permanently made myself work 12s ever since I got out of the Air Force. Pararescue logistics, not... Oh. So is that like... supply? And what AFSC is that? Not a PJ. Please explain my extreme detail obsession. I don't know, I blame it on the military. I think that's where I got it. Attention to detail. My attention to detail. There you go. Figures. Logistics of pararescue, maybe? Do I regret doing any of my projects? Yeah, the focus. The focus was not enough people were interested in it. There was a lot of labor and no one seemed very interested in it. I didn't sell it, at least, and give up on it. I don't know. That and like the fiberglass work, like it just there's a lot of crappy body work left to do. I just need to like hire a body shop to finish it. Am I going home for Christmas? No, I haven't been home since I picked up the Ranger. That was the last time I went home. B1B jet engine mechanic, that's neat. Ever consider a Hashiroku? Yeah, I would. You were interested in seeing Sir Codsworth finished? Eventually. I'm not getting rid of it. I'll finish it when I'm like 60. Will you guys still watch me work on cars when I'm a senior citizen and I have arthritis in every single joint in my entire body? I'll just have to get robot legs. Bronco reverse speed? I don't know, you can probably do like 20 in reverse with it. I should test that with press cars. Find the max speed in reverse. I'd probably quickly stop getting press cars if I started doing that. A Top Gear challenge with Angel and Charlie. Angel probably would be able to. Charlie has a job, so he can't just take time off to screw off. Oh yeah, I started talking about the Super Duty, speaking of which. I don't know, hopefully Charlie's will make some progress on his truck over the holidays, and then maybe I'll do a video on it. There's been zero progress made on it, and unfortunately, oh, thank you, Steeball, like skee ball. I haven't played that in a while. That was like the only sport that involved the ball that I actually enjoyed. Maybe it's because they were wooden and you get tickets for doing a good job. Super Duty. Do penguins have dreams? That's a good question. Do penguins have dreams? I know animals have dreams for sure, especially my cat Butters. He 100%, I am positive that cat has dreams because he'll be laying on the bed like moving and twitching, and sometimes you'll like move his legs and he like chirps and makes weird noises while he's sleeping. He snores like a human being. See, I have not watched a Bad Obsession video in a while. I didn't know there was a new one. I'll have to watch it. STE is French for Saint. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now. Try crochet. I would suck at that. I would literally stab myself in the fingers trying to do that. There are bug guts. Yeah, I know. It's dirty. I drove it. I'm like, sorry I'm not like super animated. I'm super hungry right now. So I'm kind of exhausted. Ever listened to Krangbin? I have not. I don't know what that is. What do I repair doing? Do I prefer working on cars or editing videos? I loathe editing videos at this point. They're just It's just, I could just think about all the free time I'd have if I didn't have to edit my own videos. Thank you, Roger Sattler. Just in case I need some penguin food. Penguin food. Penguins probably eat sushi. Probably really delicious, actually. Time for some chicken nuggets. Why not hire an editor? Because I don't want my videos to come out like crap. I just feel like I've tried paying people to edit videos before, and it's impossible for someone to make my YouTube videos the way I make them. I genuinely think it's impossible. So, I don't know. Hello from Vermont. You just made me think of Ben and Jerry's ice cream when you said that. Fish food. It's the best flavor. Chunky Monkey is really good too, though. You're enjoying a spicy tuna hand roll right now? I hate you. That sounds so good. Oh man, that sounds so good. Working on converting a drum brakes to disc brakes. That's what you're doing literally right now. What got me into JDM cars? I got my driver's license the week, well, my permit was, I no longer had to drive with an adult. I could drive on my own the week the first Fast and Furious movie came out. But I had already bought a car. So I guess, I don't know. I mean, that movie got me more into it because I already had my first car, the CRX, before that movie came out. I wouldn't say I was like super only interested in JDM cars when I bought the CRX though. Because I remember when I bought my first car, I also looked at a VW Fox. I think it was a Fox, or was it Audi Fox? I don't remember. It was like a late 80s. I looked at one of those. I looked at an Eclipse, and I'm trying to think what else I looked at. I think that was it. I think that was the only vehicles I actually went and looked at, was the CRX, the Eclipse, and I think it was a VW Fox. It was black. Yeah. And then it was like all in the same time span of when the first Fast and Furious movie came out though. It was a VW Fox. Yeah. It was. I think it was a 91. It was black. Because it was a year newer than the CRX. My CRX was a 90. But they wanted I think they wanted like 4 for that. And I bought the CRX for $1,750. I still remember how much I paid for it. And it had like 210,000 miles on it when I bought it. When I got rid of it, it had like 270. The Honda CRX was built in a Suzuki factory. Is that fact? Is that true? So they built the EFs in a Suzuki factory? What color was it? It was black. It had been resprayed when I bought it, so it wasn't, because was it flint black metallic? Was that the original black that was offered on the second gen CRX? Mine didn't have metallic, so it had been resprayed when I bought it, and then I had it repainted again black. A 3000 GT. I remember when they were all over the place. You'd see them, but you don't see them that much anymore. What do I use to edit videos? Final Cut. More Gump videos? Fair enough. I'll do another Gump video. Pull the trigger on a new shop. I've been trying for 2 years to build a shop, and I've gone through 4 different contractors, and I have not made nothing has been accomplished. I get told, yes, we can do it for this price, and then they give me their final estimate, and it's a couple $100,000 more than what they said it was going to be, and I'm like, I can't afford that. So I don't know how that's gonna happen at this point. I'm not a millionaire, so I can't just build whatever I want. And renting shops is super expensive. Manual swap the Forester, it will happen. It will absolutely happen. Eventually. The Forester manual swap is just a space issue. That's the only reason why it hasn't happened, is I just don't have the space in here to tear apart two vehicles side by side. Buy an old grocery store. I can't afford an old grocery store. I don't know why I would want to do that. Build a pole barn. I don't think you understand how expensive it is to build anything right now. It's super, super expensive to build anything that's actually usable. Thank you, Radar, New Jersey. Well, it's going too fast. I would love to take a vacation someday, maybe. A Renault Alliance. I think I remember those. They sold those here, right? The Renault Alliance. And we got the Le Car here. I actually just watched the Motor Week review from the 80s of the Renault Le Car not too long ago. I don't know why I love watching the old Motor Week reviews from the 80s, the retro reviews. It's probably like my favorite car reviews to watch, other than Best Motoring. Like old school Motor Week and Best Motoring. That's like my go-to car reviews. Honda Z600. Oh, we had those in the States, right? That's the little roadster thing. Doesn't Honda Pro Jason have one of those? The Z600? I can build a 40 by 60 pretty easy with helpers. I don't have helpers. And again, like literally, have you seen concrete prices? Like, it's expensive. The shop I want to build, I was looking at concrete prices, and just concrete is more than my house that I live in, just in concrete. So yeah, hopefully maybe my car detailing business will become successful one day, and I will be able to afford to build whatever I want. Renault and Volvo from the mid 80s best. Yeah, I like, what was the 242? The old Volvo 242 coupes. I really like those. You like watching concrete dry? That sounds fun. Buy an old Kmart. Are all Kmarts closed? I'm sad that they're closing Red Lobsters. I mean, I probably didn't really help because I think I've ate at one once in the past 10 years, but I'm still sad that they're closing Red Lobsters. An old Sears. I can't afford to buy a giant department store. Not all YouTubers are rich. Buy an old Red Lobster. I mean, just buy the biscuits. They're gluten-free. Cheddar biscuits are good. Don't eat food in Arizona. Don't eat seafood in Arizona. There's surprisingly amazing sushi, even in Tucson. Someone told me it's because when they fly seafood from Japan over to the US, it's a direct flight into Tucson, and they fly stuff into Arizona. I don't know if there's any truth in that, but I was told that's why there's very fresh sushi at sushi places in Arizona, because stuff is flown directly straight here. It could be total BS, but makes sense because I've had some really amazing sushi in Arizona, which you wouldn't expect. It'd be like going to Maine for Mexican food. In fact, actually, I did go to a Mexican restaurant in Maine, and it was surprisingly tasty. And that's coming from someone that lives in Tucson. So, I don't know. Seafood in the desert. That's what scorpions are. Scorpions are land shrimp. I wonder if you did like a seafood boil with scorpions and like put some Old Bay on them. I wonder how they taste. What's the SEMA booth for Robo Bubble? I don't have a SEMA booth for. I wouldn't even know the first thing I had to do that. And then I wouldn't be able to do something like that because I wouldn't have time to keep up with making videos and orchestrate the logistics for that. Someone said yuck. Why? Because I said to cook scorpions in Old Bay and eat them. Imagine that, some linguine with just a big pot of Old Bay cooked up scorpions and put them on your linguine. You can leave the stingers on for some extra spice. And if they taste gross, at least your tongue will be numb. That's how hungry I am right now. Try a scorpion. I don't know. Can people eat scorpions? I'm sure people eat scorpions. I mean, obviously you have to break the tail off. I thought when I moved here, I thought getting stung by a scorpion was like game over, like you're instantly gonna go to the hospital. But apparently, I haven't been stung by one since I've lived here. But apparently, it's like a bee sting for most people, unless you're allergic. I don't want to test it out, but somebody said they like food. I like food too. What time is it? Would you guys hate me if I ended this early so I can go? I'm just so hungry. There's more people watching this live stream now, though, than there was when I started it, so I'd feel really sad if I ended it right now. Thank you, James McCarthy. Are you related to Jenny McCarthy? Go eat. Make a dang quesadilla. What movie is that from? Is that from Napoleon Dynamite? I feel like that's... What movie is that from? Oh, thank you, Jason Powell. Scorpions being land shrimp. That's your man shirt. That's I thought that was an old saying. I asked something and then I forgot what I asked. Eat ham. Review. I would love to have a food review YouTube channel. You know how easy that would be? Just eat it, like, instead of working in here hunched over a car or shoved up under a dashboard for 10 to 12 hours every day of the week, I could just sit and eat food and make a YouTube video about it. How easy of a life would that be? That would be phenomenal. I picked the wrong genre of YouTube to be in. Thank you, Addison Chernow and Brumlug. Mukbang. A luxury travel channel. I don't know about the luxury part, but I want to do one of the ones where you... No, because then that's illegal and then you could get hurt. But the train hopping ones are really interesting to watch. I'd be lying if I said I didn't watch what was that guy's name? The guy the backpacker guy from the UK that rode a train all the way across Canada. Like a freight train. It was a really interesting video. And then what was the other ones? The guys that did the train across, I think it was like part of Russia. Like what's his name? The travel guy. I watch a lot of his videos. Bald and Bankrupt. His videos are really entertaining. Yeah, Bald and Bankrupt and his Ben the Backpacker, his buddy. I like watching their videos. The one he did with the other guy, the Darien Gap one, where he came up through, that was like 6 countries or so, or 7 countries, where he went up. That trip. That was crazy. Those are really good videos. Going camping again soon? Maybe I'll go camping again soon. I'm not sleeping on the roof of my Bronco again, though. It would have been fine had I not done it on a night that was 20-something degrees and I actually had a good soft mattress pad. It probably would have been fine. But then there was also the issue of getting up in the middle of the night and then having to navigate my way off the roof of my vehicle and standing on the tire. That was kind of not the most fun thing in the world. So Anthony Bourdain. I miss Anthony Bourdain. I literally watched all of his food videos and trips. That was a long time ago. What's the other guy too? Andrew Zimmer was the other food guy. They had some really good videos. There's the other food guy now though. Oh man, what's that other food guy? He always wears a red bandana on his head. His are really good. I'm waiting for someone to say who he was. Does a Bronco have enough room to sleep inside it? Probably. It'd probably be tight. I think if I slept sideways, I think I could pull it off. Uncle Roger. I love Uncle Roger's videos. He's hilarious. I want to go to his restaurant. I don't know where he opened it. I think he opened it in Thailand. Was it Thailand or where did he open his restaurant? Think you tripping with dumb. What is it? What is I can't see the rest of your name. Just says tripping with dumb. And Jorge below. Did I say that right? Would I consider doing a Ford Escape hybrid build? Probably not. I'm not gonna lie. But maybe I'll review an Escape. Okay. I really gotta end this. I'm really hungry. And I still gotta edit some car review. So, I'll do another live stream for you again. And probably around Thanksgiving. Or if you're not in America, that's the holiday where we eat turkey and cranberries and stuff. So, yeah. Oh, and another super chat from Jenny McCarthy's brother. Thank you. Okay, I'll see you guys on another live stream in a month. Bye.